Hello and welcome to today's video. In this video, I'm going to show you a brand new, simple way to respond to negative Amazon reviews in your Seller Central account. And before I move any further, I just want to make clear that this method that I'm going to share with you is only currently available to brand registered sellers. So that means that if you have a trademark and you have enrolled that trademark with the Amazon brand registry program and successfully been approved, then you will have access to what I'm about to share with you. And if you haven't done that, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, then you likely will not have access to this at this time. However, if anything changes, I will be making an update video here on this channel, as well as in our Amazon Seller Facebook group. Links to those and everything else I discuss will be in the description section below. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it. So step number one, what you want to do is log into your Amazon Seller Central account. And your account may look and be structured a little bit differently, but you'll still be able to find exactly where I'm going with the same pathway. And I'll explain what that means in a second. So first, what we're going to do, if your account looks like this, which for the majority it will, head over to the top left-hand corner, hit the drop down. Okay. Once you hit the drop down, scroll down to where you see brands. And then within brands, go ahead and click on customer reviews. Okay. So obviously, if you don't see anything in the top left corner, what I'd recommend doing, looking in the top middle kind of tab, and you should see a section somewhere that says brands. Okay. Underneath brands, then you'll see customer reviews, and it'll take you to the exact same place. Okay. So there's just a couple places in Seller Central this could be, depending on your account. And either way, we're going to go ahead and click on customer reviews. And in this section, we are going to see not just our negative customer reviews, but also our positive reviews. So Amazon defines a positive review as either a 4 or a 5-star review, and a negative review as a 3, 2, or 1-star review. Okay, so I'll show you an example of a positive review and a negative review. So here with the positive review, in the top right-hand corner, we see a note that says, "Great job. Reply not needed." Okay, so with 4 and 5-star reviews, you're not able to respond to customers because obviously Amazon doesn't see a reason for doing that, which is totally understandable. So what we want to do is, instead of looking at all this mess of reviews, we want to go over to the left-hand side of the screen, click on star rating, and then click on 3, 2, and 1 stars. Okay, and then that's going to show us all of our reviews 1 through 3 star within the past 90 days. Okay. Once we have our negative reviews here on the screen, we can see each review individually. And what I'd recommend doing first is one by one. It doesn't have to take a ton of time, and hopefully you don't have too many negative reviews. You'll read through and understand why the customer left a negative review, and that's going to determine your next step. Okay, so read through really quick each one, just kind of one by one. So start with the first, read. Next thing you want to do, once you read through the review, on the right-hand side, click on Contact Buyer, okay, because we want to contact them. And once we click on Contact Buyer, we have 2 options. So option number 1 is we can send them a courtesy refund or replacement of the product, okay? Option number 2 is we can kind of dig in a little bit with an email and kind of understand why they left the review. So that's why I recommend reading the review first. Understand why the customer left the review. If you don't know why the customer left a negative review, then what I'd recommend doing is maybe before you send them a refund is kind of ask and understand why they left the review. So what we can do then, in that case, if we're not really sure why someone left a negative rating or negative review, click on customer review. And unfortunately with this, we are not able to customize this message that Amazon sends out, but Amazon will send out kind of their own automated message, and I'll show you what that looks like. I just have to cover up some data because, for buyer sensitivity reasons. But your email will look something like this. So, message from the seller of X brand. Dear buyer name, thank you for purchasing our brand on Amazon.com. On X date, you left the following review of our product. And then Amazon automatically inserts the negative review. We'd like to address any issues or concerns that you have. Your business is important to us, so please contact us and we'll work to resolve your issues. Best regards, brand name. So good message. Again, you can't customize it, but very, very good step in the right direction. And hopefully in the future, Amazon will give more ability for sellers to kind of customize their messages to buyers, which would be amazing. But this is still really, really great. So this is a great way to kind of very polite, professional way of getting down and understanding why they left the negative review and obviously actively working to resolve it and provide some great customer experience and maybe even turn that negative review into a loyal long-term customer. okay? So that's option number one if you're not really sure why someone left a negative review, or if you don't believe a refund is really necessary based on the negative review, okay? That's option number one. Okay, then option number two, I'll just exit out of this. Oops, go back to contact buyer. Yeah, option number two, courtesy refund. Obviously, if you read through the review and you really believe that a refund or replacement of the product would really help to either, potentially change the review or maintain this customer for the long term, then I would definitely recommend doing this. This is what personally Allie and I do. We actually tend to lean more toward just giving the refund or the replacement. We do our best to offer the best customer service for our customers as possible, and it really shows in our reviews. We have much higher review ratings than the average Amazon seller, as well as every single other competitor in our spaces, and this is a big reason why. So that's just in general, just our philosophy. We're much more long-term focused. I know so many people are worried about the refund or the replacement in the short term, but be long-term focused. Think about the customer value over the lifetime, what this can do for your brand of them kind of updating or changing the review. So that's actually where we skew and do more. And again, it's an automated email as well from Amazon that you can view, before you send. So either option, just click on it, and then you'll just hit send, and you'll be good to go. And you'll just go one by one through each of the reviews that you have. And I recommend going through this process either once every week, or if you want to be really on top of it, have yourself or a VA or an employee go through this once per day to make sure you're staying on top of any new kind of negative review that comes up, and kind of like you're pulling those weeds out. And of course, this isn't going to just remove all your negative reviews or resolve everything, but definitely a step in the right direction. Very excited to see how this will evolve and change over time in the future. And of course, with any changes, I will be making an update video here on this channel. So if you like this video and you like all things Amazon FBA news, updates, tutorials, case studies, then consider subscribing to the channel for more. And if you like the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Have any questions or anything to add, let me know in the comment section below. And as always, thanks so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in future videos.